shipper, and the maintenance people, just to name a few. That's why we have a dedicated team of attorneys who concentrate in these very complex cases. Farah and Farah. Call us at 396-5555, Jacksonville.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, a $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASE certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball presented by Community First. Tonight is Publix Corks and Forks and our final Standard Feed and Seed Dog Day. Tomorrow's the last Budweiser Thirsty Thursday of the season, followed by Napa Auto Care Family Fireworks on Red Shirt Friday. Saturday, the first 2,000 fans get a free back-to-school lunch bag courtesy of Baptist Health. And we have a post-game Christian concert. Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day features an appearance from Dogman. For tickets, go to jackshrimp.com.
Do you own a truck or an SUV? There's one name to know, Catlin. From Lear toppers to trailer hitching, at Catlin, we do it all. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks. Need a toolbox? Come see the Cam Locker. Need floor mats? We carry WeatherTech. At Catlin, we carry quality products at a great price. Come see us today or call us at 354-8521.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
Established in 1919, you can count on Catlin.
Metro Rooter Plumbing is not gimmicky and doesn't have a cute tagline. Metro Rooter Plumbing is always professional, no exceptions. Metro Rooter Plumbing will diagnose solutions to fix wasteful, harmful, or unsafe plumbing problems. The diagnosis is free, and if you feel comfortable, they'll begin work right away. If you'd prefer to hold off, that's okay too. Metro Rooter plumbers are not high pressure, they're just good quality plumbers. Google Metro Rooter to schedule your appointment. They even offer same-day service, including Saturday and Sunday. MetroRooter.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Is that honeydew list getting too long or repairs piling up? Call the Honeydew Service because they're ready to take on any repair, maintenance, or home improvement, all with a 1-year work warranty. Whether it's any home repair or a kitchen or bathroom remodel, no job is too big or small for Honeydew.
Hi, I'm David Spivey with the Honeydew Service. We are local, veteran-owned, and we want to tackle all your home repair needs. So call us today at 862-6882 or go to honeydewservice.net.
Back to football fever? You have it? I bet you do, like a lot of other fans out there. This is Joe C. inviting you to join us at Southampton September 11th for our Back to Football Fever golf tournament. Wear your favorite team colors, talk a little trash, and celebrate football being back. Southampton September 11th, shotgun start in the afternoon. Food on the course, prizes, and cold Bud Lights after. Call 287-PLAY to lock up a spot for your team. Back to Football Fever at Southampton, Wednesday, September 11th. Don't miss it.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by TIA Bank. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. The team continued to practice in Baltimore yesterday, and Coach Doug Marrone spoke with media on the development of linebacker Josh Allen.
More experience, so this way he can develop his game more. I think that, Josh, we're trying to get him to keep developing into that. We know he's good, but we want to develop him to the next level to make him elite. And that takes time, and that's what we're working on.
Visit Jaguars.com for more. In depth, that linebacker takes another hit, as Coach Doug Marrone also stated the significance of James Onwalu's injury sustained Monday. It was announced yesterday he will miss the season. The first preseason game takes place tomorrow, and our coverage of the Jags versus Ravens begins at 3 with the Coastal Equipment Kickoff Show featuring Lauren Brooks, Hayes Carline, and Tony Smith. 8:02 and 76 degrees, time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This training camp update on 1010XL is brought to you by Coastal Equipment Jacksonville and McClenny, your Gravely zero-turn mower dealer.
All right, there's a big question that must be asked to Frank Frangie, the voice of the Jaguars, who joins us now.
Oh, it's exciting. I didn't know we had a big question.
Yes. Are you ready to proclaim the Jacksonville Jaguars as a Super Bowl team, Frank Frangie? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been proclaiming it. I'm kind of a proclaimer. It's what I do. I'm all about proclaiming. But let me proclaim something else, too, before we get to that. Let me just say this.
Yes.
I've now had dinner 2 nights in a row with Big Bo.
Oh, dear.
Know this. I think the guy should be in the Hall of Fame. It's a shame he's not there already. He'll get there. But if there was an eating Hall of Fame, my man would be first ballot with his own wing, his own building.
Oh, dear.
His own city, perhaps his own province.
Didn't he proclaim yesterday that he was trying to lose weight?
No, Tony has a problem. This is Tony's problem. If he's celebrating, he eats. If he's commiserating, he eats. If he's down, he eats. If eating is everything triggers the eating for Big Bo.
Can you give us a little quick review of the
what did he have? I'm going to guess he had
from
steak.
last night.
I'm guessing my man went with steak last night.
No, we were going to get a steak, but we decided to go to this other seafood place that everyone told us about it.
Okay.
And there were 10 of us 2 nights ago. Last night it was just me and Bo and JP. So we get to this seafood, Jimmy's Seafood. Everyone talks all about it. And Baselli's just whining because he had to cut into his crabs the night before. And it was, by the way, there's nothing greater than watching him try to tear through that shell when he's hungry. It was freaking beautiful. It was the highlight of the trip. But so last night we were going to get food that's already taken out of the shell for us. That was kind of the goal. So we get there, and we're all trying. Baselli said, I think I'm going to have a little soup. I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm going to cleanse. I'm not going to drink. So we get there. I'm not making this up. The minute we get there, the guy comes around, and Bo bought the night before. I said, Bo, I got it tonight. So just whatever you want. We sit down. The guy comes to the table, and before I could order, Bo goes, hey, do you have like a big dish that's got everything on it we can just kind of sample? The next thing you know, this guy brings out this tray of shrimp and oysters and crab. I couldn't lift the thing, guys. That's how big it was. And that kind of started our night.
Well, that's what happened when you said it was on you.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, it really was.
I'm going to need a little favor from you, and I hate to do this because you're such a professional, but during the broadcast of the actual game, right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM, when you're calling the play tomorrow, I need you to set up Baselli and give him some mispronunciations of the tackle, because we have a big bet that he's going to blow the name. And so we need him. If there's any way that you could
before the game, call him instead of Obuehi, call him Obuihe. I think, and we can get him.
If you just go, I can't wait to see Obuihe tonight, Tony. How about you? Like just kind of plant that seed in his head. If you could do that for us, we much appreciate it, and we'll share in the riches once he blows that name.
Well, you can count on it. I'll even say, Tony, how do you feel about the left tackle situation? And let him go.
Yes.
I think you're dead on.
He's been grinding on it. He goes home every night.
Yes.
I understand. He goes home every night and he goes, Obuihe. So if you could just if you could get him to go Obuihe, I think he will fall for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Consider it done.
Thank you, friend.
Now, listen, Frank, to me, often you don't want to hear, if you're a football fan, that one side of the ball looks better than the other. But if you ask me and you're a Jaguar fan, it's music to your ears if the narrative is that the offense is outshining the defense to any point of any practice. So is that an accurate narrative? It seems to be the one that's filtering back this way.
It is, Jeff. The offense looked pretty good. Now, full disclosure, and I've been saying this, defense is about violence, and there's nobody violent. No one's hitting anybody. And both quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson looked pretty good too. Both quarterbacks and Foles, of course, for Jacksonville, have looked pretty good, because when you really know you're not going to be hit, no matter how much you try and replicate the real stuff, if the quarterback knows nobody can hit him, it's still kind of flag football. So it's kind of designed for the offenses. And I think in full disclosure, we got to say that, because it is. But having said that, your point's right. They look good. I mean, he looks good. He makes very quick decisions. He's accurate. The play when Conley got behind Jimmy Smith yesterday was a thing of beauty. So, yeah, it's been a long time since it's felt this good. It's only the preseason, but I think you're dead on. It's been a long time since we watched the offense with a smile on our face, and that's what we've done here for 2 days. Now, again, it's geared to be that way, Jeff. But, yeah, it does feel that way. It feels way better.
Doug Marrone, I don't think, has announced yet, and he probably will tell you guys today, unless I'm wrong, but what is your gut feeling on playing time and such on Thursday night?
I'd be shocked if Foles plays, Dan.
Yeah.
They're going to announce it today. I don't think Foles is going to play.
Yeah.
I don't think Fournette's going to play. And again, I don't know. That's no inside information.
Sure.
I'd be shocked if I wouldn't be surprised if Nick warms up, goes through regular warm up,
right,
and then the pads come off before the kickoff. I don't think he's going to play. Doug he'll tell us today And he told us he pretty much decides that with his coaches on Wednesday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gotten a lot of reps here. Usually an indicator, if a guy gets this many reps in the practice against the other team,
Right.
that probably means he's not playing very much. So I'd be very surprised. I'll take I'd be shocked if Nick Foles plays.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to play.
I think, Frank, that's a trend that's going to start to occur even more and more, and that's one of the reasons why the NFL is so hell-bent, or at least getting this 18-game deal and going, because I think now we're at the point where people are saying, listen, we're not these guys aren't going to – they're definitely not playing week 4, and
Right.
a lot of them ain't going to be playing week 1. So guess what? There's 2 games, and they ain't playing all those games either. Like, he'll play the first quarter, game 2, you know?
That's right. I would say, first of all, to your first point, yeah, I said this all along. When the NFL's trying to go to 18 games, they don't really want 18 games. What they want is fewer preseason games, and they don't want to lose a game.
Right.
That's what this is all about.
Question.
It's about fewer preseason games, and I think you're right. I think Nick's not going to play tomorrow night. I think Nick is probably going to play maybe a quarter against Philadelphia at home.
Mm-hmm.
The third game against Miami, he'll play the most, but I still don't think it'll be like Blake, who played into the third quarter. I think he'll play more against Miami than he does the other 2 games, and won't play at all in the fourth game.
Man,
that is the way it's going. You've invested too much in these games.
Yeah.
You can't get hurt.
Old school's officially dead, man. I mean, you got a new quarterback on a new team, and we don't even care to get him any reps for timing or just game management, just hearing the coaches in your ear. I mean, just the little things.
Yeah.
Look, if you have a new quarterback and you choose not to play him in the preseason, then it's time to end the preseason. I mean, it's time to do the right thing.
Fine.
Tack it on to the regular season prices. Play preseason games and open the doors for free. Yeah, you lose the gate, get your parking and your concessions, but and this is a joke, man.
Yeah, let me ask you: will it bother you guys if Nick doesn't play tomorrow? Or do you think he should play? What do you guys think?
It doesn't bother me.
It won't bother me, but you're darn right. I think he should play. I don't know when it suddenly became this incredible fear. Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw and Tom Brady, I mean, they've all played preseason for decades and decades.
Mm-hmm.
And to my knowledge, Trent Green and Michael Vick. That's it.
Right.
In 30 years, those are the only 2 meaningful quarterbacks I ever remember getting sidelined from preseason.
Mark Brunell?
No.
I never
didn't
thought
miss
about
anything. Didn't affect the Jags a bit.
He missed a game?
But it didn't affect them.
I never thought of which guys got hurt, which guys didn't. And I hear you, Jeff. I'm a big believer there should be 2 preseason games. I think there should be 2, and everybody should play a little bit in both of them. I don't think we should have 4. I think it's way too many. They used to have 6, by the way.
I know, crazy when we were kids.
I think it's too many. So it doesn't bother me he's not going to play. I think one thing that changes it from them, look, the world's different now. We all know that. But they're paying him $88 million.
Yeah.
I think as much as anything, there's so much money invested. I think there should be 2 preseason games for every team. I think the guys should play half of the first preseason game, get your feet wet, play a quarter of the last game, and then go play. That's how
I would play Nick Foles to answer your question. You're darn right I would. I'd play him at least a quarter. I'd let him get out there. I'm not worried at all that he's going to get injured and lost for the year. And I will say this, if I'm sitting Nick Foles, then I'm damn sure sitting my other 8 players who are better than he is.
Frank, I had the NFL Network on yesterday, and I was watching reports from various camps, and it's so funny because a lot of first-year coaches, one thing that we hear over and over again is, oh, man, it's been a physical camp. We put on pads whenever we can. By rule, if we can put them on, we've been in full pads. We've worked extremely hard. And here, that's not the case. And I'm just wondering at all if Kansas City comes in here and beats the Jags handily in week 1, will that be a storyline? Well, the Jags didn't really go too tough, or are we going big picture here? What are your thoughts about? And do you think it bothers Marrone? I'm not even going to talk about Coughlin because I know he must be grinding his teeth to death at night thinking about this stuff. But I mean, they're just it's been very different. I don't ever want to say it's not been physical, because it's the NFL and such, but not like even the last 2 camps.
Yeah, you know what, Hick? Here's what I think happened.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, when Marrone got the job, it was a brutal camp.
Right.
they worked every minute you could, and it was tough and physical, and they complained, and if the players are complaining, that means they're working, right?
Right.
Well, and then the team was really good.
Right.
And so last year they darn sure weren't going to change anything because it worked. So last year they grinded them again, and the players really kind of complained. They kind of rebelled a little bit. And the season wasn't very good. I think some of the guys probably went to Doug and said, look, let's find a happy medium here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very clear that they've backed off a bunch.
A lot,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, a lot. So I don't know that in fact, I was on with Tony and Leon. We're on the sideline, talked about what a difference this was. And of course, Leon wasn't there in the early years, but what a difference this was from playing for a Coughlin team. You know, what a complete difference. But I think the world's changed a little bit. Even the teams that say they're having physical camps now, Dan, it's not like 20 years ago.
No.
Camp, okay,
No.
It's totally different. So I don't think that's a big issue. I don't. And again, up here, just in now going to 3 straight years of these joint practices.
Right.
2 years ago, that one with Tampa was in Jacksonville. Remember that? It was pretty physical.
Yeah.
The one last year in Minnesota was less physical.
Okay.
This one has been. I can tell you, watching these two teams, I really think. Now I'm not talking about the guys at the bottom of the depth chart. They're trying to make a team so they're desperate. But the first guys, the top guys, it's clear, Dan, they would rather get beat on a play than be the guy that was too aggressive and injured somebody.
Right.
It's very clear they want to err on that side.
Okay.
And that's really been a theme for 2 days.
Yeah. That says even more because these are two of the more physical defenses in all of football. So you know that they're really holding back. If there was a pleasant surprise and at least a mild disappointment to this point, whether it's a player or otherwise. And again, I want to be careful here. There are no practice playoffs. There's no practice power rankings. The attention to detail with which we focus on practice sessions is curious sometimes. So, but from what we are able to see and gather, who would you put or what could you put in those categories?
Yeah, Jeff, probably the first thing you asked when I got on the phone with you, the offensive stuff. I think Leonard Fournette looks better. Now, again, you can't really tell on a running back because they're not thumping, but I think he looks thinner. He looks like a more natural pass receiver. DJ Chark, remember how DJ would fight the ball last year? He wasn't a real natural pass catcher. He looks way more natural. So I would say all the offense. Jeff Swaim's a pretty good player. Everyone is all. See, the tight end thing's funny. We're all caught up in T.J. Hockenson. They got to draft T.J. Hockenson, right? Then they don't draft T.J. Hockenson, and they draft Josh Oliver. Through all of this, we kind of ignored Swaim. Swaim's a pretty good player. Yeah. Swaim's going to have a bunch of catches. So I would say Swaim, DJ Chark, Leonard is a pass catcher. Have been those have been for me the pleasant surprises that I felt good about. Oh, I think there's a lot of concerns defensively. The secondary, DJ Hayden's not working this week. A.J. Boye is still hurt.
Yep.
The secondary is getting torched a bunch. Depth at linebacker is a real concern. They lose Onwualo. I think Onwualo might have beat out Leon Jenkins at strong side. They had them bracketed together. Look at their linebacking core right now. You talk about young, Jeff, to your question. Miles Jackson's a veteran. He's the freaking Dick Butkus of this group, all right? Everybody else is Quincy Williams is a rookie who's going to start, who's now hurt. They've been playing both good and Ramik Wilson there. You can tell they're having trouble finding the right guy there. Now Onwualo's down, so depth and youth at linebacker, depth in the secondary if the first guys are out there, I think are a real concern. And again, I gotta temper that because the first thing I said is it's all set up for offense.
Right.
But I think the defense has gotten torched some here, and that is a little bit of a
All right, my man. Well, we appreciate it. Have a great day today. We'll hear you on the radio coming up this afternoon, and have a good call tomorrow.
All right, fellas. We appreciate it. Take care.
Frank. Yeah.
Thank you.
Frank Frangie, voice of the Jags, joining us here on the program as we roll along.
I've argued, I believe sometimes that from drawing a conclusion and from a fan excitement part, practice is more misleading than it is informative.
Mm-hmm.
And like this Jeff Swaim now, Jeff Swaim's been in the league for 4 years. He has 35 catches. He exploded last year for 26. I'm going to offer that he's not a 70-catch tight end and that he's not the kind of weapon that you're looking for in T.J. Hockenson. Chris Conley played on the most pass-happy, explosive team in football for the last few years and, eked out 30 grabs. I would offer that he's nowhere near what a number one receiver is or should be. And so you see these guys, have moments in practice and play well here in training camp. And I think sometimes you almost have to you have to dial back a little bit if you're objectively looking forward to the NFL season. And again, that's just a fan perspective. This is really all ultimately important for the coaches who are making the decisions.
There were only 4 tight ends last year who had 70 catches and up. So, I mean, yeah, I don't think we're talking 70, but we certainly need 50 from some.
Yeah,
from
well,
somebody.
okay, then use that as the basis.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean.
I think he can. I think that I heard a lot of good things about Jeff Swaim, though, and I think, but again, he has to stay healthy. He's gotten hurt every year.
That's correct. 4, 9, 15, and 9.
Yeah,
and
his thing is he's got to be on the
yeah.
field, and I think they might have something, but that remains to be. I tend to more agree with you about the Conley kid because he's been out there.
Whenever I get a player in free agency or otherwise, has been in the league for 4 or 5 years, and then suddenly I project and think of him of having 2 or 3 times the production that he's shown to have in his career, I find that to be pretty foolish.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, maybe Jeff Swaim is that guy, and he's just needed. But the Cowboys needed him too, Dan.
Kyle Rudolph, 64 catches last year for 600 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's with Kirk
And they
Cousins.
almost got rid of him.
That's with Kirk Cousins throwing 400 times a game. So, I think,
those outrageous tight end numbers have come back to the pack a little bit.
I mean, Kelsey's over 100 and Ertz, those guys. Those two.
I'll give you another number. I think if you're an accomplished tight end, you have a touchdown more than 1 out of every 26 grabs.
Yeah.
Jeff Swaim, 26 catches, 1 touchdown. So no matter what you're going to use to be the benchmark of what a weapon is at tight end, it's got to come in some form, whether it's yards, catches, or touchdowns. One of those 3 has to pop, and maybe they will for Swaim. I hope they do. Yeah. But, to expect based on what you're seeing in practice, which is being played at a complete different level and mindset than what you're going to face in games, even preseason games, we shall see.
Let's see what's trending on Twitter with our social media expert, Steve Booty.
It's the Tap 5 at 8. Visit brewswithaz.beer.
Take it away, yeah.
Dearly for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Number 5.
Number 5, guys. They're not real, but they're spectacular. A mock-up of a fashion item has gone viral on the internet. Crocs have sort of become a fashion sensation in the last couple
the
years.
Shoes?
Yeah.
They're back?
People like the Crocs, and
Okay.
a guy mocked up a pair of Crocs gloves.
Okay.
Again, it makes no sense, but the image of the Crocs gloves has gone viral, and people are wishing they were a real thing. They're exactly what you would think they look like. I sent you a link. They look like fingerless gloves made out of Crocs.
Right.
Some say they may be a Croc. Others think they'd love it for Crocs to actually make them for retail purchase. Crocs
Listen,
gloves.
I don't know what the handle thing is for.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it's for on the shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know how it helps you in the gloves.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless it hooks around your elbow. Keep the gloves on.
Keep the arm tight.
Keep the arm tight. Keep the glove on tight.
They look like Crocs.
They look like Crocs.
Is it made by Crocs?
No, they're not real.
Because the word on Crocs is the Crocs are dying on the vine, and they're going to be completely phased out. The millennials hate the Crocs. They've turned against them.
Like a year ago, they got real hot. Like, I think almost ironically, they got hot. Kind of like the big clunky 90s shoes are hot now.
Right.
But, yeah. Some people want to try these Croc gloves, though. I think they'd be hot. My hands would be sweating in the Croc gloves.
Number 4.
Number 4, guys, keeping it trucking.
Yes.
Before he got to his Taco Tuesday festivities,
Taco Tuesday!
LeBron James took to Twitter with a more serious response to the NCAA's memo they sent out to agents looking to represent kids entering the draft pool.
Oh, yeah, he went
The
happy.
NCAA sent out a memo with rules.
And LeBron is wrong, by the way.
For agents, including one that requires agents to have a bachelor's degree. LeBron's called it the Rich Paul rule. His friend and agent, who, by the way, does not have a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, you should. I think moving forward, it's perfectly acceptable for a job that is so dependent on the knowledge of finances and law and legality that if you're going to be an agent, a professional agent, that you have to have a college degree. I don't think that is.
LeBron tweeted out,
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. They big, mad, and scared. Nothing will stop this movement and culture over here. Sorry, not sorry.
What movement and what culture is LeBron even talking about?
Taco Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Well, Taco Tuesday.
Number 3.
I think that listen, there's a problem with agents in the way there's more incidents and issues of agents doing wrong by young athletes than there are, other way around.
There's a video
Number 3.
circulating on the internet. I can't play it because it has some foul language in it, but I'll share the tweet, and you can watch it if you'd like. It went viral yesterday, guys. It's out of Omaha.
All right.
And it featured, an older gentleman who got a little upset about a truck parked on his grass, or at least on kind of the eavesman past the sidewalk. He was very unhappy about the pickup truck. He came out with a hammer threatening to smash in the headlights. Some other fellas at a concrete truck filming the video said, you don't want to do that, bro. You don't want to do it. And, well, it's about a minute-long video. It features the gentleman getting stuck in and falling into a big batch of wet concrete and then smashing the lights on the concrete truck, who he figured the pickup truck belonged to those guys doing some road work. Turns out it's his neighbor's truck.
Oh,
there was a case of mistaken identity. Egg all over this guy and concrete all over his shoes.
A lot of lessons there.
A lot of lessons learned.
Learn to control the rage.
Yeah, he was
ask some
angry
questions, etc.
It was the slowest fall I've ever seen. He got stuck in the concrete, couldn't get out, and tumbled very slowly into the concrete. It was karma.
Is it worthy of America's Funniest Home Videos?
If that's still a thing, yes.
Yes.
Number 2.
Could he win
they might have to throw a few beeps in there.
Could he win the $10,000 first place prize?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nobody got hit in the groin, and that's an essential.
Okay. That is essential.
Videos. Number 2, guys. Last night, Dan, the premiere of one of your favorite shows, Hard Knocks, is back.
Yes.
It featured a very funny moment with Antonio Brown and his kids.
Yes.
His kids were all toddlers.
Have you brought a clip?
And, they came out to Raider camp with Dad, and they take a quick look around, and they don't really understand the ins and outs of the NFL. They had one real important question for Dan.
What's Rutherford?
Huh?
Where's Rutherford?
He played with the Steelers. Our quarterback Derek's now. We don't play with Roethlisberger no more.
Where's Big Ben?
Hick, I thought you made a good point, Hick. I think that shows you how well Ben Roethlisberger must have treated Antonio Brown's kids and family, right? Kids don't go looking for a guy unless he's bringing them,
He's a fun guy.
bubble gum or toy trucks. So, yeah, I thought that was. I think that kind of knocks back some of this image of Brown and Roethlisberger at each other's throats.
Yeah.
And lastly,
Number 1.
We figured this was going to be a battle for the ages, and buckle up, Netflix. Apparently, they're coming for you.
What?
The Disney Plus group announced now they'll bundle it up, $12.99.
Oh.
You get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
What does that mean?
Bang, bang, bang.
Well, ESPN,
is that good?
ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus, you get pretty much anything that's on ESPN.
Everything that's on ESPN. It's like having ESPN and all their live stuff. Hulu is everything that's on Hulu, including their original content. And now you'll have everything that's on the Disney app.
It's pretty good.
Is that extra, or would you get that only? Like, what's on Hulu?
All kinds of
They're
different.
linked up with a lot of the networks, so you get like kind of next day network programming, and they've got some originals, and they're not going to get a lot of the 20th Century Fox titles
it's just
that
more,
Disney owns.
The story here is just more bad news for cable,
It
which
is.
is going to be completely dead within 5 years.
It's going to be rough.
At some point, we're not going to be paying.
At some point, we're not going to have cable as you know it. So the next big money to be made is whoever can come along and combine all that technology into one box like a cable box, so the guys like you and me can just hit buttons and not have to, oh my God, stream and
now
figure it out.
One announcement from Disney that has at least the younger set in an uproar from the announcement of everything that's going on with their streaming platform is among their new programming they'll be launching is a reboot of Home Alone. People are not happy.
Why?
Because the original shouldn't be touched.
Again, because classics are untouchable,
That's
but
right.
not anymore.
No.
Well, there you go. That's
Where's
what's
Kevin?
trending.
Can't beat Kevin.
We
Can't
have
beat it.
Brunch with the Tour coming up next.
Well
as
done,
we
Beef.
enjoy
Thank you,
some
guys.
delicious Chick-fil-A this morning, and we're back with more here on the Stump Day edition of the program.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
What's the deal with the show?
Wherever you go, we go.
1010XL.
And XL 92.5 FM apps for your Apple or Android connected device. Search 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM in iTunes and Google Play stores to download our free apps.
Baloo here for Key Buick GMC. Now is the time to drive like a pro. Pick up the brand new GMC Sierra 1500 and save up to $12,000. Hey, it's the truck I own. It's the truck I've been driving around in. I love it. Plenty available right now. Remember, at Key, you buy a brand new Buick, a brand new GMC. It includes the lifetime powertrain warranty. Only at Key, across the street from Tinseltown. That is South Side in Gate.
Tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf with their sizzling summer savings specials. Look for hot deals on items like TaylorMade TP5 Picks golf balls, now 2 dozen for only $80. Cleveland CBX wedges for only $99.99. That's a $30 savings. And save up to $200 on Rogue irons. Just a few of the hot specials you'll find now at Edwin Watts Sizzling Summer Savings. Edwin Watts, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, serving golfers since 1968.
If you're having early signs of ED or are currently taking medications for it, Core Wave Therapy may be for you. This is Dr. West, board-certified urologist with the McKeever Clinic. Core Wave Therapy is a non-invasive sound wave therapy used to treat ED. It's a potential long-term solution that allows you to live in the moment. Imagine, no surgery, no more pills.
Call 355-6583 or visit corewavetherapy.com for more information. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921.
When you owe the IRS or Florida sales tax and can't pay, contact J. David Tax Law. Voted best tax attorney by Folio Weekly Readers and an ultimate tax attorney by the Jacksonville Business Journal. Stop collection action and permanently resolve your tax problem. Peace of mind is only a click or call away. Call J. David Tax Law now for a no-cost consultation at 507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Online at jdavidtaxlaw.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
Oldcastle APG, a leading manufacturer and supplier of concrete masonry, has an immediate opening for a night shift maintenance technician. Position offers great pay, medical, dental, and profit sharing. Apply at oldcastleapg.com, oldcastleapg.com.
When was the last time you looked forward to mowing the lawn? I know fighting that old mower in the summer heat is not your idea of a good time, but it can be with the Gravely Zero Turn. Because Gravely's been taking the hard work out of yard work for over 100 years. With the fast and reliable Gravely ZT HD, you can take back your weekends. Come see the full line of Gravely mowers and job site vehicles at Tools for a Time and take advantage of 0% financing for 48 months with approved credit. Find us online at toolsforatime.com. That's toolsforatime.com.
Hey, Hicken here, guys. I got to tell you, it's true. We just had a new air conditioning system installed at the house, and we're cooler with Bueller. You better believe it's 74. Never felt so good. That's right. My wife did some research, and we compared, and at the end of the day, Bueller Air Conditioning, the clear choice. They were on time. They were friendly and professional. Our new system is awesome. Take it from me. If you need air conditioning help, I recommend Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Is pain interfering with your golf game? Hey Googans, Chris Kopp here with Premier Physical Therapy. Let me help you with the same expertise and swing technology the pros use. Schedule your eval today at premierptjax.com/golf. premierptjax.com/golf.
Regency Electric Company seeks electricians and foremen with great benefits like paid vacation, paid holidays, paid life insurance with health, dental, vision, company match 401k plus end-of-the-year bonus. Call 485-4096, regencyelectric.com.
Stonecore, Jacksonville's #1 shop for pavers, stonework, outdoor kitchens, and fireplaces, now has the highest quality all-weather outdoor furniture. Many colors, many styles, and made in the USA. At Stonecore, Phillips Highway, 1 mile north of the Avenues Mall.
Dave Benyon here with Zero Res. My sons and I just cleaned a massive church building, and wow, did the carpets look great when we were done. If your church, place of business, or office floors need cleaning, give Zero Res a call. That same great process that works in your home works at your work. If your workplace needs cleaning, tell the boss to call Zero Res. We'll be glad to come and do a free estimate. For the month of August only, we are offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Zerorez spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Does your company have plenty of projects lined up, but you're having trouble finding qualified employees? Then you need All-Purpose Staffing. Lauren Brooks here. Let All-Purpose Staffing handle the hiring process for you by qualifying each employee, allowing you to focus on your operations and stay on schedule. From light industrial personnel to skilled personnel to administrative staff, All-Purpose Staffing worked hard to find you the right employee for the job. Call All-Purpose Staffing today at 904-219-1515. That's 904-219-1515.
They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jax, so we gotta play like the experts we are. Now, who are we?
Roland Reese Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reese Plumbing at PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
All right, let's talk some golf. It's playoff time on the PGA Tour. The Senior Vice President of Operations of the Tour is up in Jersey getting ready. Playoffs? Listen, let's cut to the chase right now. Let's talk about me. I'm sorry, Jeff. Bear with me here. I'm going to have to be selfish for just a second. Chris Reimer is our friend. He is the host of the Brunch with the Tour, highly successful segment of The Drill. Have you had your meeting yet, or your dalliance with one Jeffrey McNeil of the New York Metropolitans?
Apparently your boy on Monday hit a home run.
Yes.
And then got some kind of ding, some kind of injury.
Yes.
Which required treatment on Tuesday, so he no-showed.
Oh, no, he did. He did get it.
Yeah.
He did leave the game. He did leave the game on Monday.
Yeah.
That is true.
No, he didn't come out and hang with me. So, I don't know what that means for his karma.
Oh,
but
no.
He ditched a friend of the program.
That bothers me a little bit.
Yeah. But there is a chance he may return now on the weekend with, come back out for the competition. So he has an opportunity to redeem himself.
Well, they have a noon game today, but I hear the weather up there is a little bit foreboding. Might have some rain up there today, so we shall see. How's it look where you are?
We had a 30-minute delay to the Pro-Am, but they're out playing now, and it's sunny and beautiful, but I have seen weather reports of some afternoon storms. We shall see.
Does Tiger play in the Pro-Am?
He is. He's through 5.
Do they have to play in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's part of it.
The vital part of the business structure of the PGA Tour is the opportunity
who gets to play with Tiger Woods in the Pro-Am?
So our title sponsor, Northern Trust, they receive the first, I think, 15 teams of the Pro-Am.
Okay.
So they get the draft, their 15 choices, and typically they would select Tiger Woods with one of their foursomes. That's normally how it works. And then after that, it's a series of other hospitality clients. You can actually purchase tickets to a Pro-Am, and then the draft kind of goes from there. So you have marketing partners.
Is it old Tiger or new Tiger during a Pro-Am, do you think? That's that's a 4.5 hour jaunt around a course.
It is, and I think part of it might depend on how fast and decent you play as an amateur. I think if you're keeping it going, you're probably going to get new friendly Tiger.
Yeah.
There was a Pro-Am in Malaysia where Tiger was paired with the King of Malaysia, who was I think 147 years old, and it was, I don't know if you know this, but Malaysia is actually, Kuala Lumpur is situated on the middle of the equator.
I did not know that.
So Tiger was drenched in sweat. There's massive crowds around him. The first swing, the King of Malaysia hit the ball less than 1.5 feet. Put it back on the tee, did the same thing again.
Oh, no.
Finally got off the tee. The next guy hit it. Might have been his friend who was maybe half his age at 87. Did basically the same thing.
Oh, Lord.
I shook Tiger's hand and I said, Tiger, 364 days of the year, your life is probably better than mine, but I got you today. I'm going back to the media center. And he cussed at me and went about his business for the next 5.5 hours with the King of Malaysia. So,
very good, Reimer. That's a good story.
Has there been any kind of follow-up with Tiger on, last time we saw him, said he wasn't playing well, wasn't feeling well, he looked like he was a dragon, he reiterated the fact that he's not going to be able to play much golf. Has he commented as to how he
Yeah,
feels?
no, he does his media today after the Pro-Am, so I think we'll get a decent number of those questions. You know, that he did come out and spend a good amount of time on the range yesterday. Played a Pro-Am 9 holes with Brooks, Dustin, and Harold Varner. Seemed in good spirits. It's not like he showed up, practiced for 15 minutes and went. I mean, he put in a good 5 hours of practice and was out here on a Tuesday, so that's a good sign. But we'll hear more from him about his health and his outlook. He is, by all accounts, planning on playing 3 weeks in a row here, so that's another good sign. He's committed not only to this week, but he's committed to the BMW, and then obviously still needs to stay inside the top 30 to qualify for Atlanta and defend his tournament title there. But all of the signs are pointing to him playing for 3 weeks in a row, which would make you think his health is probably better than it was when he left Royal Portrush and the Open Championship.
All right, we're visiting with Chris Reimer, Brunch with the Tour. So this is the first round of the playoffs, if you will. What do we have, 125, 130 golfers?
You've got the 125 qualified. You've got 121 here.
Okay.
And then new this year, we've gone from 4 playoff events to 3 as part of our efforts to end the season, a little earlier before, the depths of the football season start. So we used to go from 125 to 100. We go now from 125 to 70. So 55 players won't advance to Chicago next week.
Wow.
And then after Chicago, we go from 70 to 30. So it all comes at you fast here.
We don't start with with differing scores for this one. That's only the Tour Championship.
No, that's only the Tour Championship.
Because they've cut the playoffs from 4 events to 3? Do they are the points increased? Can you make a bigger move?
It's the same point system. Not any more volatile than it's ever been. The winner gets 1,100 FedEx Cup points, which is double a normal event. That's not true. The winner gets 2,000, so it's even more than double the normal event.
So it is
so
more.
It's the same it's been in the past, but you definitely have the opportunity. You see a lot of movement. The guys who finish in the top 5 do have the opportunity to jump up there. A guy in the 100 range to 125 is going to need to be in that top 5 to move on. You're not going to advance, if you're 120 on the points list with, a top 20 finish. You're going to need to play. You need to play extremely well to move on.
I think I read that Hank Stenson is not there, one-time champion of the postseason. Who else is missing, and why is Hank not there?
So Sam Burns is injured. Rafa Cabrera-Bello, his wife, is having a baby. Paul Casey opted not to play. He's in the top 10 in the standings. He decided to go play Wyndham last week, and given the number of other players who kind of took last week off, he kind of saw that as his opportunity to move up in the standings last week, take a break this week, and then play BMW and Tour Championship.
Okay.
And then Henrik Stenson, I saw on his Twitter, there's a Scandinavian Masters, which is in Sweden.
Okay.
And he kind of said, and he's 70-something in the standings. It's not like he's contending this year.
Right.
He just decided to skip the playoffs. He knows, by not playing this week, he's not going to advance. So he's not going to play in any of the next 3 weeks. But the Scandinavian Masters is, I think, the week after the Tour Champs. So I think he's just kind of going back home and decided to make that his priority, which, more power to him.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. So you can't. So you can skip this one though, and be
correct. You're not required to play this as long as it's up to you as to how you want to jockey for position and move within the rankings. But you can skip this and still be eligible to play next week. And if you're in the top 30, play in Atlanta.
Who is the favorite to win the championship, or is there going to be someone who kind of? This is a weird. It's got to be. Since you guys but since they started it, it's interesting. Somebody will come out of nowhere and win like two tournaments and win the deal.
Yeah, like last year, Bryson won, both of the first 2 playoff events. He didn't end up winning the FedEx Cup,
right.
But this is where, if you had a phenomenal regular season, you are rewarded. So, Brooks Koepka and Rory McIlroy and Matt Kuchar are your guys with 3 wins for Brooks, 2 wins for Cooch and Rory, and even Xander Schauffele has 2 wins. He's in 4th. So
Every day I'm shuffling.
Chopping broccoli, Xander Schauffele. So those guys are going to be rewarded. They're getting to East Lake. They're going to be around or near the top 5 for their regular season performance, even if they don't do that well in the playoffs. But then you may have, somebody like a Ricky Fowler who's further down, or Kevin Kisner, or Brant Snedeker, who, if they were to win 1 or 2 of these, would shoot into that top 5 and have an opportunity for the $15 million bonus, from the FedEx Cup when they get to Atlanta. So it's a mixture of performing, throughout the whole season, but as far as and performing in the playoffs, as far as who is your favorite, I mean, it's Brooks. He's the guy that comes in here, having the best year. He's coming in off a win in Memphis. He doesn't say things unless he means them, and he has been saying that capping off the season by winning the FedEx Cup is a priority for him. Right. He was actually out here practicing yesterday, so that tells you he actually cares about it, right?
Are you doing the Tiger interview today?
Yes, I will be out there.
All right,
yeah.
that's
So
good.
what time will he be joining us live tomorrow?
He will.
What time is he
will
gonna call
be. He's going to Skype. I think that's his new way of doing things.
You should go for it. I mean, if there's ever a chance you could get him, it's like now, where he is in his career.
If you ever got Tiger Woods on this show, that would be your crowning achievement with Brunch.
You
with
could
the
tell
Tour.
him we would be much better than the Malaysian king.
Would you have Robo Tiger interview regular Tiger?
That would be terrific.
If he wants us to, we would.
You could tell him all about Robo Tiger and see if he would come on. All right, Beef, bring everybody up to date on what's happening on the standings. I'm trying to dig out of a hole and rally back.
You're in trouble, Danny.
What do you mean?
You did win the week.
You did not have JT Poston, did
No,
you?
not have the post.
I had Weber.
He always rings
I had
twice.
the Web Dog.
Oh, okay.
Web Dog bunches of cash.
That's a runner-up.
He was the only guy who cashed for you, but he did win you the week.
Yeah.
You brought home
Uh-oh.
670 with the Weber.
Okay.
Cam Smith got cut for you.
Come on, Cam.
Tour staff got the silver medal for the week.
Oh, that's bad.
With the pairing of Sneds and Billy Ho.
That's who I got to catch.
Nice job, Sned.
Jeff brought home the bronze with Preed and Spieth.
Yeah.
And I came in last for the week with the pairing of Matsuyama, who got cut, and Morikawa. So for the season, Dan's still in last place at 9.4.
Okay.
Ahead of him, Jeff at 11.4, tour staff at 11.5, and I lead at 13.3.
I'm $2 million back. I'm going to
in
go
second.
Pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
with honors.
I'm going to go Koepka.
Good call.
Shocking.
Seems like a good pick.
Jeffro.
Can I get him to get me a W, please?
Come on.
Jeez.
I will go with who won here last year, Rhymes?
Bryson DeChambeau won, but it wasn't at this course. This is one of those that rotates. We're at Liberty National.
Who won the last time they played at Liberty National?
The last time it was
Paul
played here was
Goydos.
Adam Scott. Adam Scott in 2013, and Keith Slocum in 2009, if you want to take Keith Slocum, who's not in the field, but did win here.
Take a pass on both those
Take
guys.
Slocum.
I will go with
Tiger has finished runner-up both the times he's played here.
Oh, do it.
No, I'm taking Justin Rose.
Oh, some say love.
By any other name.
Uh-huh.
Rhyme Dog.
Take Rory.
Hey, Rory.
All right. I will take
Can't
DJ.
take Hank, Beef.
I'm not taking Hank. I don't want the hammer. I'm nervous about these Euros ever since Thorbjorn. I'm going to take DJ, and I'll take John Rahm.
All right.
Rhyme Dog, it's back to you.
I will take. I'll take Xander.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Shuffle.
I will take DeChambeau.
Oh, I like that.
All right, Tiger's yours, Dan.
I'll take Webb.
He loves
right.
Webb. He's got Webb fever
Okay.
right
I'm
now.
going to run with Webb.
Yeah.
one
Adam
more
Scott,
time.
maybe we should have
Webb
taken.
feet.
He's been playing good. He's
Yeah.
in the field.
Yeah, Adam likes the course.
I don't
Okay.
like Adam Scott.
You don't?
No.
Every time I pick him, he doesn't play well. And he's a teeth breather. So
He is. Teeth breather.
What's her name? Maria what? Taylor? What is she wearing, bro? Is she just straight out of like a dance club last night or something?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't.
Look, there you
I
go,
don't know.
Hick. Right there.
I can't see who you're talking
You
about.
can't see.
Yeah, it's
All right,
on
Ryan.
Sports
Dog.
Center. Yeah.
You're
Goodbye,
the
guys.
greatest.
Love y'all.
We'll let you run. Appreciate
All right.
you.
That's
You're back
Brunch
in
with the
studio
Tour.
next week, Rhyme Dog.
Yep.
All
See you
right.
next week.
All right, buddy.
Excellent.
Thank you.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I have a interesting list. It's kind of a Shazam worthy. In fact, the Shazam Spotlight.
All right.
is brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores that you'll find in Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive and save. You'll love dealing with my guys. They'll trade anything. Take an old stapler or a football helmet. You'll get something for it. In fact, I went pre-owned at the Murray Superstore down there with Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram, and we got my daughter a vehicle most recently, and I have never been treated better as a car consumer ever. So there you go. Take that with you when you head to either Stark or Kingsland. Serena Williams, Forbes has released its list of the top 15 earning female athletes.
Okay.
And usually it's the 100, and you don't find very many females on the list. Serena may be the only one who makes it. Mm-hmm. There's some things on here that are Shazam worthy. One thing is that it's just, again, it is an uphill battle for women to earn in sports because the viewing public would prefer to watch men play sports. There is no other. That's pretty obvious. I mean, that's why things are where they are. So a couple of things that jumped out at me, and then I'll get to a question I have for you. But there is a golfer, Aria Uttanagarn.
Oh, sure.
She's the 15th highest earning female athlete in the world. Would you like, and this includes prize money and endorsements, would you like to tell me how much that is? Prize money?
$3 million.
$5.3 million.
Yeah.
She made $3 million in prize money, another $2 million in endorsements.
Is Sharapova still on the list?
We'll see.
Okay.
Yes, she is.
All right.
Now, what also surprised me is there's a tie for 13th at $5.5 million.
All right.
And one of the young ladies who's tied for 13th, her name is P.V. Sindhu. Would you like to take a guess at what P.V. Sindhu does?
P.V. Sindhu.
She's Indian.
She's their most golfer or tennis player.
She's their most marketable female athlete.
Or is it cricket?
She is a badminton star.
Oh.
The 13th highest grossing women athlete in the entire world plays badminton. Oof.
That a girl, PV.
By the way, she made only $500,000 in prize money, which is probably more than I thought you could make playing badminton.
Remember, we used to work for her husband, Mr. PV.
I'm disappointed that, quite frankly, you in your Shazam spotlight missed the biggest Shazam of all, and that's that PV Sindhu. PV stands for Panavidra. Shocking.
Yeah, no, not at all.
A lot of people don't know that.
She's Indian. She lives in India, and she's their most remarkable athlete.
I don't think so. I think it's Panavidra Sindhu.
She made $5 million in endorsements. Alex Morgan is the only women's soccer player on the list, and again, she made hers in endorsement deals, $5.8 million. Now, let's just go to the top. You got a bunch of tennis players is what you have. Mm-hmm. In fact, it's all tennis players from that point on down, including Sharapova, who made $7 million last year, but only $1 million in prize money. Still gets $6 million in endorsements.
Is Serena head and shoulders above everyone in earnings?
Not as much as you would think. She is. Serena's total
is Venus still on the list?
Venus is on the list, but she's down to like $3 or $4 million. She makes five. Actually, she made like $5 million in endorsements and like $1 million in non-endorsements. Serena is number one. Total earnings. Give me a guess. Total earnings. This is prize money and endorsements.
$5 million. $35 million.
Close, 29.2.
Okay.
She got 25 in endorsements, just 4.2 for playing her sport.
Yeah.
This woman is second on Forbes' richest female athletes list. Again, Serena made 29.2. This girl made 24.3 million. Now she got 8.3 for playing her sport, but she also was second in endorsement money with 16 million. Would you like to guess who that is? If you really think, I think you'll get it. But
well, you said it's all tennis players.
Yeah.
So do I know her name?
Well, you should. She's won majors.
Oh, it's the Japanese.
That's
girl.
correct.
Yeah.
Osaka.
Yes.
Who's won 2 majors now, right? Didn't
Yes.
she win the U.S. Open and then followed it up at the Australian?
Mm-hmm.
But she made $16 million in endorsements, 24.3, and then it goes way down. Next up is Angelique Kerber. Her total is $11.8 million. Then you've got Simona Halep, who is $10.2 million. So
I like it.
Anyway, just the female version only of the world's richest.
Shout out to PV.
World's richest athletes. All right. That is the Shazam Spotlight. Brought to you by my friends at the Murray Ford Superstores in Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive and save on these big city prices. All right, we go inside Jags camp with a little more camp chatter. Brought to you by DivorceMenOnly.com when we return on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. 1010XL remembers the summer movie blockbusters.
Well, that's cool, baby. I mean, you know how it is, rockin' and rollin' and whatnot.
1010XL.
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you an experienced electrician looking for a new challenge? Do you feel stuck or unhappy at work? Looking for benefits like a company-matched 401k, health insurance, and paid vacations? Master, journeyman, or apprentice, we may have a spot for you at O'Rare. O'Rare is a family-owned, equal-opportunity employer since 1955 looking for skilled commercial and industrial electricians who are ready to get to work. Apply today at O'Rare.com. That's O-R-E-A-I-R.com. O-R-E-A-I-R.com. Because at O'Rare, quality doesn't cost, it pays.
When the wild calls, the Kubota RTV X1140 was built to answer. Proven diesel engine, heavy-duty suspension, and traction that grips like a mountain lion. It's all engineered around a roomy 4-seat cab that converts into an extra-long cargo bed, so you can prep for a trophy hunt and haul it home effortlessly. Find yours at your local Kubota dealer. Kubota, shape your world.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road, Jacksonville, and now also in McClenny.
Hey, Jeff Prosser here for your home heroes at Fenwick Plumbing. You know, a lot of times businesses will make a big deal about these extra add-ons they have, like guarantees of 100% satisfaction or same-day service, 24/7 emergency service. These are just general guarantees at your home heroes at Fenwick. It's their slogan, on time or it's free. That's who they are. So we don't need any gimmicky guarantees. You're getting the top-of-the-line service each and every time, including an up to 1 year water heater warranty, industry-leading warranties across the board. August is here. Summer's almost over. Are you still wasting money and energy on an old, unreliable water heater? Don't suffer through another high-energy bill or a lukewarm shower. In fact, right now, when you call your home's heroes at Fenwick Plumbing, they would take $100 off a brand-new money-saving water heater. It's Fenwick's end-of-summer sale. Call 660-0556. And tell them I sent you. You can also visit FenwickPlumbing.com. $100 off instantly when you call your home heroes.
Sometimes it's baby steps. I remember with my husband, I had to practically drag him to the nail salon to get a pedicure, assuring him how much he was going to love getting a pedicure. And we did it. And of course, now he goes all the time because he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. Same thing with laser hair removal. I told him, this is so great. I won't have to shave your back anymore. You'll be smooth all of the time and feeling confident. He did it. And again, that life-changing moment when he listened to his wife. Ideal Image Med Spa wants you to be confident this summer. Get up to 60% off laser hair removal. Yeah, this is something for men, women, anyone with unwanted hair. It's here, it's there, it's even there, but that doesn't mean it has to stay. And when you look good, you feel good. When you feel your best, you get more out of life. Call for your private complimentary consultation. It's 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island, St. Augustine, and Diane's Marketplace on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman, and IdealImage.com.
The 1010XL restaurant of the day is Flame Broiler. For a healthy lunch alternative as low as $6 that includes chicken or Angus beef piled on top of rice and veggies, stop by one of their 4 Jacksonville locations today. Simple, fast, healthy. Flame Broiler.
Do you remember the freedom of being debt-free? If you're overwhelmed by heavy debt, you may have forgotten what life can be like when you're under less pressure. Financial freedom is possible, and bankruptcy can help. I'm Don Dufresne. At the law offices of Parker & Dufresne, we offer a fast-file bankruptcy option with no money down. We've helped thousands in our community find a solution to their excessive debt. Visit jackslawcenter.com for a free consultation. Office is Jacksonville.
Whatever you think about global warming, we're sure about summer warming. Old windows cost a lot of money in higher AC bills. American Window Products will replace your old windows with Eastern Architectural Systems and save you the money that's slipping through the cracks. As a 1010XL listener, you'll get a free Energy Star glass package and the best window installation available at AmericanWindowProducts.com. AmericanWindowProducts.com.
American Window.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Exciting news from Diamonds Direct. We're moving. Thanks to the way you've embraced our unique concept, we've totally outgrown our current showroom. So, we're upgrading. Moving to a brand new store that's 50% larger with an even larger selection to serve you. The new Diamonds Direct is opening very soon off Town Center Parkway just left of the Hyatt. It's a freestanding building with a stunning new showroom with incredible lake views and more fine jewelry than you've ever seen in one place. Same great people, same great industry-leading warranties and guarantees, same unbeatable values, but it's in a new, spacious, modern, and luxurious showroom with even more diamonds, more designer jewelry, more engagement ring mountings, more bands and bracelets and pendants and earrings. It's the best selection in all of Florida. At Diamonds Direct, our passion is celebrating love and new beginnings, and now we invite you to join us in celebrating this new chapter in our life. Diamonds Direct, upgrading to an all-new showroom opening soon off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by JEA. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. The team continued to practice in Baltimore yesterday, and Coach Doug Marrone spoke with media on the position of Jawan Taylor.
He's been switching day to day. I mean, that's how we're doing it. You know, he's got to earn it, and it's still open. It's way too early yet. Really to lock in a starter at that position. With the stuff that we have going on with the offensive line.
Visit Jaguars.com for more. Saturday, August 24th is the Publix Bold City Showdown presented by Sonic. 3 marquee matchups back-to-back on 1010XL live from Skinner Barco Stadium, starting with Lee versus Bartram Trail, Atlantic Coast versus state champion Mandarin, and University Christian against Bowles. Go to jackshighschool912.com for more information. 8:59 and 79 degrees, time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
All right, top of the hour, 9 a.m. Good morning, Jacksonville. Our drill poll question of the day presented by Lockett Law DUI and Criminal Defense. Know before you blow. Call Lee Lockett, 858-9818, 858-9818. What do you most want to see in the Jags' first preseason game? Do you want to see Foles throw a touchdown? No important starters play. Allen get a sack or two, or receivers make some tough catches. 37% say no important starters play. So I guess the fans are wanting to get to the starting line all healthy. 31% want to see Foles throw a touchdown. You can vote at Dan Hicken if you would like. I want to ask you a question. I saw this yesterday. Do you need a new startup home? $39.5 million will get you Tom Brady's place up there in.
I saw that. Clearly, he's unhappy with his new deal with the Patriots and is planning on changing.
I'm trying to get Jeff Darlington tweeted about it, and let me get to what he said. Tom Brady entering his 20th NFL season, by the way. Everything is now on the table. After this season, Brady will be able to make a decision about his football future without the burden of family or contract to influence his mind. It will be solely about where he wants to finish his NFL career. Of course, with Brady's full-time commitment to football in the fall, it's also possible for his family to live elsewhere outside of Boston while he finishes out his career with the Patriots. In other words, why is he selling his house, and is that a fair question to ask him?
No, it's not a fair question to ask him at all. What is business is it where maybe he wants to downsize, maybe he wants to upsize, maybe he's tired of his HOA. It could be 1,000 reasons. Tom Brady.
I don't think you sell a $39.5 million house because you're tired of your HOA.
I don't think that you sell a house has anything to do at all. You're 42 years old. If he's 30, maybe we go down this thing. Are we questioning how committed he is to New England?
No, I'm wondering if he's putting himself in position where he can, I'm just wondering if there's any chance this could be his last year or that perhaps he thinks the Patriots are going to cut bait with him. Or it's a little odd to me. All right, he's got a $39.5 million beautiful house. I'm assuming that's the house that we saw the documentary series Tom Before Time or whatever it was.
I would think.
Site of the infamous kiss?
Yes, it's in Brookline. His closest property that he owns is in 3 hours from Foxborough.
Well, I think that they're fairly capable of maybe renting a little penthouse for a few months if they need to.
Okay, but he has a family, so you're not.
Yeah.
It just seems like there's an exit strategy there to me. I don't know.
I wouldn't. That's too big a leap for me to make. He just said last week he wants to play till he's 45.
Okay, but the way that the contract reads and such, both sides are basically basically. I think what we're doing here is making it a year-to-year thing now.
Well, sure. I mean, but it's year to year anyway, so they probably set up to protect themselves in case Tom wants to leave. Can you see any scenario where the Patriots say, "Tom, thanks, we're going to go in another direction"?
Yes,
I can't
because they're the Patriots.
Yeah, but there's who?
If he hits the skids, and say this year all of a sudden at the end of the year he's got 18 touchdowns and 16 picks. Yeah.
I think you know what I think will happen. If that happens, it'll be like the Denver didn't push Peyton out. Peyton realized I'm not any good anymore. I'm going to stop. I would think that
And maybe he will.
I think Tom would do the same thing.
Or maybe he will. I'm just I think there's just it's just interesting to me how that has all been.
Yeah.
I
didn't think too much
the
about
timing of the contract extension, which basically makes it a year-to-year deal, and now putting his house on the market. I would say this too: he clearly has no intention whatsoever of making the New England area his home front, right? He's got that big old house out in California.
He'll go to California.
Yeah.
Sure. That's where he's from.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just also a sign that maybe for the last couple of years that maybe the family moves and he stays in,
Well, in Tom Before Time, they were there for the season. They're
I know. I would think that. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with, counter arguments to, a storyline that may or may not be.
Right.
I can't. There's a few things that I can't see. I can't see the Patriots just cutting Tom Brady, and I can't see Tom choosing to go and playing somewhere else. Does he want to? And so.
Well, if Tom Brady thinks he can play, and the New England Patriots think he can't play, I promise you, Tom Brady would go someplace else. I think.
I
hope he wouldn't. It's kind of.
I think that the great ones recognize who hangs on too long, thinking they're still great.
Well, a lot of them hang on too long.
A quarterback?
Yes.
Like who? Peyton didn't. He left.
Name any of them.
Brett
Favre.
Did he? I mean, Brett Favre came back at 41 and took the Vikings to a breath of the Super Bowl.
And was that his last year?
They may have had one more. But do you... That was it. One bad one, and he quit. It's not like he had that. It's not like he went 3 or. When I say hang it
11
on,
touchdowns, 19 picks.
That's 1 year, and he said, I'm no good anymore, and he was gone.
Yeah,
that's my point.
Then he's 41 though.
Right, but my point is that Tom Brady, no one has 3 of those years to decide if they're any good anymore. They have one, and they
nobody
realize.
has afforded that opportunity.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. You're right. That's true. There's probably some truth there.
Joe Montana, 92 in San Francisco, didn't play. 93 Kansas City, 13-7. 94 in Kansas City, 16-9.
And took him to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
One of those years. I don't remember which one.
Right. I don't know. I think most people hang on too long.
I don't know. Most people, yeah, but the great ones, they don't typically. Now, baseball's another matter. A baseball player, A-Rod, for example, they'll sit around and take. Dale Murphy may have made the Hall of Fame. He just quit a year before.
Willie Mays.
Well, there's been a lot in baseball, but football quarterbacks, it gets to a point where you're just you know it. They know it. We all know it. I'm not good enough to do this. And even the great Peyton Manning reached a point where he was a hander-offer. Is all he was. Remember, he could barely have enough arm strength to throw it down and out.
Oh, I know.
And Tom Brady doesn't look like he's any. I guess if Brady were coming off anything closely resembling a down year, then I would buy into this. I would wonder about this a little bit more. But he doesn't look like he's any closer to a fall off than he did 5 years ago. So for this home sale.
I'm just asking.
No,
the
I
question.
hear you. I know you're not like.
He was 29-11 last year, 65% of his passes.
You're going touchdown interception is what you mean there.
Yeah. Down a little bit. Wasn't a couple signs, but still very good. I mean, threw for 4,300 yards, down from the previous year. Touchdowns were down.
He's just so
interceptions
smart,
were
too,
up.
Hick.
I know,
They
I
find
know.
a way that Belichick could utilize his leadership and intelligence, even if his arm isn't working as well. I would think that Tom Brady, although when you say you want to play to 45, maybe you will be the one that'll push it a year or two too far. Once you're on record as having, wanting to do that.
Joe Namath,
Yeah.
Rams.
That's a while ago.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just thinking off the top
but that's
of my head.
right. He went there 1 year, terrible, quit. Usually you get, if you're a great and you have that kind of year that you said Favre had, and that's usually enough. You don't say, oh, well, that was a blip. I'm 41. That's it. It was great. I don't want it to be over, but it is. I think Ezekiel Elliott has misplayed his hand. And I'll tell you why.
How so?
Well, I think that he has decided, I was wondering what the Le'Veon Bell effect would be. Would there be more players, particularly at running back, who would be willing to sit out an entire year to prove their point or get their way?
Right.
Well, so Le'Veon Bell set the standard that, yes, some are willing to do that. But at the same time, you could argue if you're Dallas that he also set the standard of what that gets you. Le'Veon Bell did that. But, said, I'm willing to risk everything, and he maximized at $13 million.
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's what the Cowboys are willing to pay Zeke, yet he's still threatening to sit out the year. It seems you can't have it both ways. You're either strong enough to sit out the year, or you're sitting out the year to get the most you can. Well, didn't the Jets and Le'Veon prove that the most you can get is 13.2 or whatever?
I'm here to tell you, Jeff, and I'm not an expert at all. Trust me on this when it comes to finances. If I was, I'd be retired on a beach somewhere. But seems to me what Le'Veon Bell did was dumb.
Again.
Just dumb. I mean, what did he get out of it? He wanted to get away from the Steelers, I guess, so he got away from the Steelers. But he lost a year. He'll
And
never
$15
get it
million.
back. Huh?
And like $14 million.
He'll never get it back. And he didn't break the bank the following. If he had doubled his salary the following year and could have said, see, I told you I'd get it back, okay. To me, he's just another year older. We don't know how it's going to turn out. Is he going to, see, if he falls off the bridge like 90% of the running backs do at 30, then he blew a year where he could have had $14 million. So, and if he doesn't care, then that's fine. He doesn't care, but so be it. I thought it was I thought it was a terrible thing. I think it's not smart on Yannick Ngakwe's part. I think it's not smart on Zeke Elliott's part. Listen, I'm okay with Zeke Elliott wanting a new contract. I'm okay with Yannick Ngakoue wanting a new contract, despite the fact they have time left on their current contract. That's the way the game's played, because I know that you Googans will send back, some of you Googans will send back to me, nothing's guaranteed. They cut the guy out of the blue. I get that. So they deserved a new contract. But when they put a contract there that, if you tell me what you suggest is there was a difference, there's right now between Zeke Elliott and the Cowboys, there might be a difference arguing of about $800,000 a year.
Well, if the reports are
reports are true, even if it was $2 million a year, it's stupid.
Figure it out.
That's dumb. This is not about principle.
You know what I said earlier too, Dan?
Yeah.
Here's what should really tick us all off. You know who loses? The Cowboys don't lose, and the Ezekiel doesn't lose. The fans are the losers. Dallas Cowboys fans are the losers in this. You know why? Because there's a lot more of them than there are players or owners.
Yeah.
And they care a lot more than the players and the owners about what happens on Sunday.
And with Zeke Elliott, they got a big chance. Without Zeke Elliott, they got no
None.
chance.
Yeah, that's been almost.
I think we all agree on that.
That's been almost proven. I almost wonder should there be like players associations within the players associations. Running backs almost need their own union.
Yeah.
They do get screwed.
Yeah.
They use them up. That when they are at their best, they are as important as any position on the field.
I don't disagree.
Yet they get paid less than guards,
Yeah,
man.
I don't disagree, but $14 million is $14 million.
No, I hear that. That's not necessarily an argument for or against these offers that are being
I don't understand. I don't get it. And I especially don't get it, by the way. Le'Veon Bell could afford to do it. Zeke Elliott can afford to do it because they've made millions of dollars.
Well, and Zeke not that many millions compared to Le'Veon.
No, but
Le'Veon had a couple of franchise years already.
He got a rookie contract, though, where, the Jalen Ramsey type money. So they've made millions of dollars. But here's Yannick, who's made, again, relatively speaking, I know it's a lot of money to all of us, but he's made, going into this year, he's probably made $2 or $3 million. I mean, you got life-changing money sitting there. They're going to stroke you a check for, maybe $20 million this year and $20 more million, or $45 to $50 million guaranteed, whatever it is. $19 million on average. I don't get it.
I do think there's a difference between Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers and Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys. The Cowboys need Ezekiel Elliott more than the Steelers needed Le'Veon Bell. James Conner came in and was fine. The Steelers went off the rail because of the Antonio Brown, all that nonsense at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They didn't go off the rails because Le'Veon Bell and that being up in the air. James Conner was fine. In some ways, he was more productive. But in Dallas, you're not going to get a more productive back. You're going to run 30-year-old, Alfred Morris out there, and he's going to give you 680 yards rushing. And you know what you're going to be? You're going to be 8-8, and Jason Garrett's going to get fired.
Well, the Cowboys have a good offensive line, but again, Zeke Elliott's special. And like I said, I get it, but I don't get turning down the money. We got to take a break. You're on the phone.
No,
we'll get to you when we come back.
Well, we're also going to do a Jag report and hear from Doug Marone when we return. So maybe or maybe not. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Now, the Lamb Rant, brought to you by the Best Bet Card Rooms at Jacksonville and Orange Park.
Let's get something straight from the get-go. These preseason NFL game get-togethers are exhibitions, not games, regardless of what NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says. That doesn't mean they aren't important. That doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy them. What they are intensified practices. They're preseason practices where the players can truly go all out, finish their hits, and not worry about sending somebody to the injured list. In the exhibition, the coaches get to see if the linemen can finish their blocks, if the running backs can get that extra yard, if the receivers can make plays knowing they're about to be hit, if the quarterback can make a throw when a rusher's in his face. Practicing against yourself can only take a team so far. These exhibitions allow coaches a complete look at their players, and that's why they're important.
Check out Uncle Dave's column at 1010XL.com on the homepage. Look for Lamb at Large.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey, Icken here. Diamonds Direct has gotten so popular, they need more space. They're moving, to a huge, new, beautiful showroom just off Town Center Parkway. Man, I can't wait to see it because the one they're in now is fabulous. But this is going to be a store that's 50% bigger than their current location. More diamonds, more engagement ring settings, more designer jewelry, more fashion jewelry. If you thought the selection at Diamonds Direct was incredible, now just wait till you see the new showroom. It's opening very soon. Just more proof of how Diamonds Direct has been embraced by the people of Jacksonville, FLA. The go-to place for bridal and fashion jewelry at the best price, best experience. It's awesome. You know that. Direct importer prices, massive selection, free lifetime warranty on any purchase, 110% diamond upgrade guarantee for life. White glove service. Be on the lookout for their new fancy showroom opening real soon. A freestanding building off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds. Diamonds Direct. Diamonds Direct. Jacksonville's direct diamond importer.
Hey, listen up. Have you seen the all-new Toyota Supra? Beaver Toyota has one on its showroom floor, and we're going to auction it off. That's right, we're going to hold a public auction for this one-of-a-kind vehicle. But wait, there's more. Beaver Toyota will be donating every dollar over MSRP to support local schools and the charity of your choice. Did you know the very first 2020 Supra sold for $2.1 million? Let's break that record. Come show your support on August 24th and be a part of history. Don't make me come get you.
Jags fans, a TIAA Bank debit card could be your ticket to London this November. With the TIAA Bank London Getaway, one lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip airfare, hotel, and tickets to see the Jaguars take on Houston. For official rules and more details, visit TIAABank.com/London. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents within the United States and D.C. 18 years and older. Or were prohibited. Entry period from 7/15/19 to 9/13/19. For official rules, how to opt in and register, how to enter by mail without making a debit card purchase, and other details, visit TIAABank.com/London. Sponsor and administrator, TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Renee Harrell. Clients are the best judge of our success. That's why we have hundreds of client thank yous on our website. If you've been in an accident, visit HarrellandHarrell.com. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Offices, Jacksonville.
Hicken here. Guys, I got to tell you, it's true. We just had the new air conditioning system installed at the house. We are cooler with Bueller. That's right. My wife did some research. Trust me, we compared. And at the end of the day, Bueller Air Conditioning, the clear choice. They were on time, friendly, professional from start to finish. Our new system is awesome. Take it from me. If you need air conditioning help, I recommend Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
License CAC 1816716.
Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists helps you be the best when you play and brings you
the best of Into the Night Replay.
I've been saying it all along. You know, who is your third down back? Who is going to catch the football? They're working hard with Leonard Fournette in this situation. Right now, if he can stay healthy, I think 40 footballs at the minimum I would expect him to catch this year. At the minimum.
David Lane talks about his experience with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I've been active my whole life. I grew up here in Jacksonville, played a lot of athletic sports. Over time, my body kind of broke down and I wasn't able to perform some of the activities that I used to. I've had 4 different surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic. I think the staff at Southeast Orthopedic is second to none. The doctors are great. The therapy is second to none. It's been a great experience.
Get your body moving again with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Find out more at se-ortho.com.
If you're an experienced welder or pipe fitter, Local 234 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters is looking for you now. They provide competitive pay and great benefits that are no cost to you. That's $29.84 an hour, and with those benefits, you'll be earning $44 an hour. Join an organization with thousands of members that have the same goal as you, to get the job done right. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Republic Services is now hiring CDL drivers in Duval and St. Johns counties. Join the team of over 33,000 employees across the U.S. with Republic Services. New drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus and competitive benefits. Over 50% of managers in Northeast Florida started their careers as drivers. You can build a career too. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment. For more information and to apply, wear the star, drive your career, visit republicservices.com.
If you are drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of the special IRS tax programs that are available and will free you from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardships consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and can't afford to pay them back, or you even have years of unfiled tax returns, there's no need to live in fear, but you have to call the Community Tax Helpline. Do not take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even go after your Social Security check.
Call Community Tax today, 800-642-9531 to end your tax troubles. Call now, 800-642-9531. Get a free consultation. Call 800-642-9531. That is 800-642-9531.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jeff Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline so you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know. Check out Hayes' blog at 1010XL.com. Brought to you by Stone Core Outdoor Furniture, Jacksonville's Outdoor Solutions Center.
I thought they competed. I think that it's a great challenge. You know, we understand and acknowledge that, last year Baltimore was the number 1 defense in the NFL. We know that everything that we do against them is going to have to be earned, and we thought that we were able to come out here and compete against a very good bunch of players, especially in the secondary. And our receivers are just trying to go out there and get better each day.
That's Doug Marrone talking about his receiving unit. It's amazing, Dan. You get a quarterback in there who can actually throw the ball in the spots that it's supposed to be at the time it's supposed to be delivered. And receivers tend to look a little bit better than when they're leaning and stretching and lurching and corralling flutterers. So
looking behind them.
Yeah,
I know it's early, but a couple guys that I'm becoming concerned about. And I said this yesterday, and Marquise Lee is one. I don't
Hadn't
know.
played yet.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know that we can.
Now, Doc tells us these guys are still on track.
And I get it. I mean, I know they're trying. So, and again, but I think it's also fair as a fan to wonder, are we going to, because right now it's Conley and it's Chark, right? I mean, those are.
Well, and Dede.
Yeah,
it's Dede.
Yeah.
Dede, and then probably
you got
Chark and then
those three
Conley.
guys.
Oh, those are your three, for sure. Yeah, and it's
There's
a
nobody else.
clear separation.
Yeah.
In fact, it's you have to tax yourself to remember who any of the other receivers
Cole,
are.
Pryor, and Lee.
I think Pryor probably makes a team. I think he's doing enough now with these jump balls and whatnot that
especially if you know Marquise Lee's not ready to go.
Yeah, but even if Lee is, right? I mean, you keep 5 or 6.
Oh yeah.
So
Keelan
Cole's the one that has played himself from a feel-good story to you might be on the way out.
Well, he better perform in preseason. Preseason is important to Keelan Cole.
This is Camp Chatter brought to you by DivorceMenOnly.com, protecting your rights in all family law issues. Doug Marrone is also...
Then the other guy I'm concerned about is Cam Robinson.
Right.
And then Tony, did Tony not say...
Ogbuehi.
Ogbujale is going to start.
He said, "Don't be surprised."
Yeah, and then apparently Osh came in yesterday with the same thought. So that tells me
Week 1.
That tells me inside that building that's being disseminated.
Week 1.
If Osh is bringing it and Boselli's bringing it,
That's what he said. Week 1.
Yeah, it's coming from, and maybe
we're not talking preseason.
Well,
Week 1.
I think what we're talking now is that's the team relaying, at least knowing that Cam Robinson's not healthy enough to play. There's no way a healthy Cam Robinson is. They go with Ogbuehi. No way. There's no way. One guy they signed off the trash heap. The other they invested a second-round pick and made him a starter. I mean, they cut Jeremy Parnell because they were content enough with the development of Cam Robinson. So I would like it'd be nice. It would be nice in this era of athletics that at some point they would just take a little bit of the self-importance off and give you honest, accurate reports on stuff. Like, right? Like, wouldn't it be nice for all the money that you give the Jaguars as a fan, and you give a lot of it over the course of your life, that you would get an honest estimation on Cam Robinson and Marquise Lee, not generic, sound bites, but a real prognosis. Well, Cam hasn't developed as much as we think. The doctors tell us he might be a month and a half out.
Right.
What they protect for, quote, competitive reasons is more asinine than anything I could ask you to believe. It's like, it's just ridicule-fueled some of the reasons that they don't tell you anything. I mean, like you think the Kansas City Chiefs give a rip who the tackles are? I would suggest you that they could care less who the tackles are when the season is open. You know, if you got a quarterback that's injured and you want to be coy, that's one thing. But Marquise Lee, an accurate injury update. Cam Robinson, an accurate injury update. I think that the fans should be allowed to get those, unfiltered with some real, substance behind them.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Cam, what happens with the offensive line, but that is a bit concerning to me.
Linebacker depth. There's a starting linebacker on the Jaguars, Dan, who's not on the team right now. I'm about ready to go with that. They lost another one for the year.
Yeah.
They lost one for the year yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not.
Onwualu is gone.
I've never been sold on the other guy who started
What
last
do you have,
year.
Good and Alexander? I mean, who do you even have?
Oh, the Leon Jacobs.
I know that.
Kid. I don't.
And that's just one side. You got another side, too.
Yeah, I think you got Najee Good and at least some experience.
And Alexander and then Jake Ryan you're waiting on. Who knows?
I wouldn't count on him.
No,
obviously.
me either. Did we ever know what the re-injury was?
A setback.
Right.
Official
Again,
setback.
just re-cue my rant from a half a second ago.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, you're going to get the rookie back, so that'll be good.
Yeah, that's Quincy Williams, correct. But again, Dan, coming off a meniscus surgery, it's very, very realistic that he is not firing around full speed when the season opener arrives.
Can you tell me? I'm not trying to pick on guys here, but Leon Jacobs played for us last year. How many tackles did he have?
Well, I don't know how many plays he played. I know he did start, but so many
played
times.
In 12 games, started 3.
That position gets taken off the field a lot.
16 solo tackles, 5 assists. I can't remember. The only play I remember him
was getting pushed by Derrick Henry.
And that was the end of the year. That's where he quad blew up, and that was it.
But in fairness, like I said, that was a position that the way they play with nickel, he didn't play a lot. I don't know how many plays he had. He may
play a lot.
Run out as a starter from time to time. So Leonard Fournette continues again. This is practice. Leonard Fournette's not earning a bit of grace or money from how he does what he's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But there's at least that, right? Considering the year that he came off of and the way last season ended. he went through the whole Rocky IV training program out there in Wyoming. And no, he didn't take part in all of the offseason, but he seems to have been a pretty good teammate and soldier here and has shown some of those flashes in practice of what we saw as a rookie. Right? He's getting around the edge. We've seen him get around the edge yesterday in goal line, got in untouched a couple times. So
one number that Leonard Fournette needs to embrace this year, it's 4.0. That's what he needs, as in 4.0 yards per carry.
It is amazing considering the big play runs that he has that yards per carry is as low as it is.
Well, it was 3.2 last year, right?
In the first year, it wasn't 4, was it?
No, it was 3.9.
And that's with those 80-yard touchdown runs.
Yeah, 3.9 and 3.3. So,
but the offense continues according to the workouts.
But again, if he plays like he did his rookie year, I'm fine with that.
Absolutely.
I'd like to see 13 games turn into 16 games. If Leonard Fournette plays 16 games, he'll have 1,250 to 1,350 yards, and he'll have 12 touchdowns. And most importantly, he'll move the chains. The one thing about Leonard Fournette that people won't give him credit for, that he deserves credit for, is he was the first running back around here in a long time that on 3rd and 1 moved those dadgum chains.
And go score touchdowns.
He'd get us a first down. First down. He did not get stopped. And that's important. That's important.
Jags are off today. There's no dual workouts. The preseason opener
off
is
today.
Well, they're not practicing
Another
with the
day
Ravens.
off. Come on.
So, anyway, the preseason opener is tomorrow. And that's Camp Chatter, brought to you by DivorceMenOnly.com. On to a chatter box. We take a couple phone calls before we hit our final
break.
Of
Joe?
Joe U is up. Hello,
Joe.
You.
Top of the morning, boys.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
Hey, is there any greater voiceover, and it's not just sports, but across anything, than the autumn wind is a Raider?
No Pirates.
They say it's a Raider.
Well,
they did?
Yeah.
Second verse.
Second part.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Because he describes
it's actually 4 verses. They only use the first one and the last one.
No, it's funny you say that. Dan brought that up early today. You were probably still sleeping. You're not quite the go-getter that Hick is, but
we can all try.
Yeah, he said that earlier today. Yeah. That's true. There's nothing more apropos.
Joe U, let's be honest. Joe U's on cruise control down there with the insurance company. We know what it's all about. I know what you guys are up to over there. You and Murphy and all those guys.
Yeah, Russ. The fish don't just jump in the boat, boys.
Just raking it in.
Hey, I heard something and Zeke Elliott's just trying to kill the time until the weed gets out of his system. Don't think it's anything other than that.
Who?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh.
Ezekiel Elliott is trying to just buy more time for the weed to get out of his system until he reports to camp. I heard something that a club is doing in the market, and I don't know if this is going to be the next big thing in the NFL.
Okay.
Fantasy football really, I don't think it gets enough credit for the interest that the sport. I mean, it's still our favorite pastime.
Right.
But it just infinitely grew based on fantasy football. There's a market that's going to have a contest where you can predict the play.
That's Washington.
And you can win money doing
it. It's just the preseason, and it's more than that. It's just a gambling themed broadcast where you can, bet. Listen, when you go to
all that's coming.
When you go to in-game gambling, it ain't fantasy. It's literally betting. Is this a pass or a run?
All that's coming, Joe. You
betting.
Know it, and I know it.
It's 3rd and 12. We'll give you, 1.5 to 1. Do they get a first down?
What do you think is going to be at the kiosk when you walk up to the Raiders Stadium in Vegas in 2021 or whenever they go there? If it ever gets done.
The Raiders. I would think that the Raiders wouldn't be on the board in Vegas. That's what Tark said. That they hated him so much because UNLV couldn't be on the board because they were out of Vegas.
They'll be on the board. The NFL is going to embrace this real quick. Once they green-lighted the Raiders to Vegas, it's all bets are off or on, if you will. Thank you, Joe. You appreciate it. The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea with a rollicking song. He sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash with a silver hat about his head and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake, and he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider. That's where it is. Pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won. Who wrote that?
Not recently. It was apropos in the 70s. Right now, that
Steve Sable wrote that.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
Yeah, good for him.
And then the music. Beef, bring me back with the autumn wind when we come back, please.
Yeah, as we make the turn for home here, our final segment is
do something.
I already have plans.
Productive.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Center, Brad Meester. Big shout out to everybody in Duval.
I'm Brad Meester on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute continually strives for the highest level of orthopedic surgery and rehab care. Please welcome Dr. Lance Snyder to the Baptist South location. His specialties include elbow, foot and ankle, knee, shoulder, and sports medicine. Dr. Snyder has served as the team physician for the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, Mandarin High School, and University Christian High School. Visit JOI.net for a list of all physicians and locations. JOI, where the pros go.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The world is changing. Isn't it time smoking changed too? Meet Vuse Alto, a vapor product offering you a satisfying alternative to cigarettes with long-lasting pods filled with liquid blended in the U.S. Vuse Alto delivers our highest performing vapor yet. Simple to use, surprisingly quiet, and impressively powerful. Vuse, leading the way today, tomorrow, and in the future. Underage sale prohibited.
This is Coach Ellen Darley with Darley's Plumbing. Unfortunately, you just don't get a mulligan for bad plumbing work, and that's why Darley should be your ace in the hole for any plumbing issues. We do it all. Running toilets, disposals, sewer lines, repipes, or full bathroom remodels. For large or small plumbing needs, just remember the Darley's name. We also have 24-hour emergency service, so we'll be there when you need us. Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts. Find us online at darleysplumbing.com. License number CFC 056702.
Dreamfinders Homes has a simple commitment to our home buyers. Deliver unsurpassed quality, uncompromising value, and an extraordinary level of customization you simply will not find with other home builders. Lauren Brooks here. Find a location you love and the home of your dreams. We have townhomes, single family, and custom estate homes starting from the mid-100s. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Prices subject to change without notice. Equal housing opportunity.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL. 92.5 FM.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor-trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor-trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Higgin here from my friends at Nimnick Buick GMC, the #1 Buick GMC dealership in Jacksonville, FLA. The most inventory, more cars, more trucks, more SUVs than anybody. Best price guarantee. Nimnick has been serving and donating to our community for 78 years. Nobody cares more about their customers before and after the sale. In fact, if you don't like buying a car, Nimnick Buick GMC strives to make the car buying process painless as possible. No pushy sales, folks. Low pressure environment. You get treated the way you want to be treated. So go to NimnickBuickGMC.com. There you can view all the specials that they have. And then drive over to the showroom. It's so easy to get to right there on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295. And check out the summer super sale. Explosive deals, like 28% off the 2018 Buick Encore SUVs. 28% off. They have used vehicles as well under $15,000. More inventory than anyone else. Nimnick Buick GMC, the new name in Buick.
This is the Mangler. By now you've heard my commercial for Advanced Disposal on our need for CDL drivers. As a result, we've added some good drivers to our team. However, we still have some positions to fill. We're looking for CDL drivers in Northeast Florida, especially in Clay County, St. Johns County, and yes, Duval. Come be a starter on our team. Earn a solid wage and get full benefits. Head to our website, advanceddisposal.com/careers, and get signed up today. That's advanceddisposal.com/careers.
Equal opportunity employer.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball presented by Community First. Tonight is Publix Corks and Forks and our final standard feed and seed dog day. Tomorrow's the last Budweiser Thirsty Thursday of the season, followed by Napa Auto Care Family Fireworks on Red Shirt Friday. Saturday, the first 2,000 fans get a free back-to-school lunch bag courtesy of Baptist Health. And we have a post-game Christian concert. Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day features an appearance from Dogman. For tickets, go to jackshrimp.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Few things bring greater anticipation and excitement than the start of a new football season. Get fresh gossip, truth, and tips from 1010XL insiders. Training camp updates are brought to you by Gravely Zero-Turn Mower Dealers on 1010XL.
Live from Las Vegas, it's the Las Vegas International Dodgeball Open here on ESPN 8, The Ocho. Bringing you the finest in seldom-seen sports from around the globe since 1999. If it's almost a sport, we've got it here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this year's annual Las Vegas International Dodgeball Open, brought to you exclusively here on ESPN 8, The Ocho.
You know, ESPN, I think, tries too hard in some things, but they've nailed this one every summer now.
Ocho Day.
The last few years, they've created ESPN the Ocho, and they're calling them the Moxie Games, and they've just got the most bizarre sports. Right now, I'm watching combat juggling, where two jugglers have their 4 bowling pins, and they have to keep their juggle going while knocking the other guy's pins away. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Now, the Moxie Games came out at 9:30. Jugglers Under Attack.
Oh, that's different.
That'll run till 11 a.m. And then
just
we'll have
jugglers?
Then we'll have Dodge Juggle 3, Revenge of the Dodgeball.
Now, that sport doesn't look that fun to me because I find it to be impossible to dodge a ball while you're juggling, and all the highlights I've seen would seem to be that is the case.
At noon, for your culinary experts out there, the 2019 U.S. Pizza Team Trials.
That's like
making pizzas as fast as you can.
Right. I just read something on that.
1 o'clock this afternoon, the 46th annual Cherry Pit Spitting Championship.
Well, that sounds like that wouldn't be much fun to watch.
We'll hand it off to the Putt Putt Championship.
That'd be fun.
And then to get even less close to real golf, the 2019 Golden Tee World Championships.
Okay.
That too.
Yeah, that's a video game.
We've got a school bus figure 8.
What is that?
I'm assuming it's school buses doing figure 8.
A school bus has to do a figure 8?
Then we've got the European Tram Driver Championships.
What they should do is, those DUI tests where they give you a safe like obstacle course, but you have to do it after you drink, 14 drinks. They should do that.
We've got a Tetris World Championship.
Getting a lot of video games.
Marble runs. 5 o'clock, you'll like this, Jeff. Lawnmower racing.
Okay.
5:30, the Stupid Robot Fighting League.
Now, I wonder with the lawnmower racing, do you actually have to do a good job on the lawn, or are we just going straight out
just
speed?
for speed? I don't know.
See, I think a lawnmower race ought to,
quality should be part of it.
You have to do the lawn and edge and, blow it, the whole thing.
At 6, it's the Electricians National Championship. We've got the World Sign Spinning Championship. 7:30, something called Slippery Stairs.
That World Sign Spinning Championship, there's a guy here in Jacksonville that might be competing in that.
At 8, we've got the World Cornhole Championship.
By the way, the cornhole has also become, they put that on television. There is nothing more boring in the world than watching a cornhole tournament.
Yes.
I like playing cornhole. It's fun. It's a good little backyard game or a tailgating game. But if you watch the best in the world play cornhole, it's like they're too good. It's boring.
9 o'clock, we've got the Dodgeball Continental Cup, USA v. Canada. And then at 10, for good measure, a 2-hour screening of the cinematic masterpiece, Dodgeball.
Well, that makes sense too, huh? Well, ESPN2 can have fun today. I mean, I feel sorry for Max Kellerman and Stephen Smith not having a voice today, a platform. That's too bad.
Pat Forty's put out a list of the top 25 most intriguing quarterbacks, 25 college quarterbacks I'd pay to see in 2019. And obviously Lawrence and Tua and Jalen and Herbert and Fields and Ellinger and are on there, Fromm and Patterson. And then you start getting into some interesting guys like Jacob Eason at Washington or Tate Martell at Miami and J.T. Daniels, much ballyhooed at USC, and Kelly Bryant, who transferred to Missouri, and Hunter Johnson, who was Clemson, now at Northwestern, Brandon Wimbush at Central Florida. Khalil Tate is interesting. He had that 4-game stretch like 2 years
It's
ago.
like we're going to win the Heisman.
Holy
they were
cow!
talking about.
He's put whoever starts at Florida State, James Blackman. He said, but Alex Hornibrook makes it interesting. He does have 32 career starts. So Adrian Martinez at Nebraska, Joe Burrow LSU, Ian Book at Notre Dame. He has Felipe Franks on there. Excuse me. His career has covered the gamut. Prize recruit, fall guy. Now he's well into the redemptive stage. Franks benefited from the arrival of the quarterback whisperer Dan Mullen, who gradually convinced his 6'6", 240-pound force of a quarterback that adding a dual threat element to his game is a good thing. If Franks takes the next step in his development this season, the Gators could challenge Georgia. Then he's got De'Aaron King in Houston. We've heard a lot about him. He was the kid who started ahead of Trask in high school. And he's got plug and play at Washington State, which is also an interesting thing to see who would the quarterback would be at Washington State. Remember, Gardner Minshew just showed up as a transfer from East Carolina. And Mike Leach said, do you want to lead the nation in passing? And away he went, and he did. And now he's, working as the Jaguars' backup a little bit. Mississippi State has a new quarterback, Tommy Stevens. He was sort of the utility guy at Penn State, so Joe Moorhead down there. So some interesting cats who will be playing the QB spot in the college world at quarterback. It'll be interesting.
And the way college football works, there'll be a breakout guy down on that list.
Yeah.
I bet you there'll be a guy by the end of the year that you're like, wow, like Mackenzie Milton. Look where he came from out of nowhere that year for UCF. And others. There have been others that have, that have been able to do that. But
if we tease the autumn wind, I expect to hear it promptly. I'd like to hear the autumn wind as we celebrate Hard Knocks and the Oakland Raiders.
Well, this guy has, been through the school of Hard Knocks a couple times.
Speaking of Pirates.
Has his masters, but has...
he was at a baseball game last night. He went and saw Murph.
He saw Zach Greinke's debut.
Yeah.
Greinke got lit up.
He was in Astroland. What up, Charlton?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you today?
Doing well, sir.
How was the crowd at a midweek first place dominating Houston Astros baseball game?
It was massive.
Okay.
Sell out on Tuesday night.
Okay. That's good to hear.
Over 40,000 hot dogs sold last night.
I was talking with somebody about Charlton, I want you to tell me this. I was talking with somebody about baseball and going to games. And the thought process is if you want to get into a baseball stadium, a big league baseball stadium, you can for a relatively low price. If you want to sit in the good seats, you got to come off the wallet.
Unless you go to Miami, and then you can sit down there for $30.
What did you you had good seats. What did you pony up for those, or was that company? How did those work?
Those were the company deals, so I didn't really pony up anything. They were called comp.
Okay.
So,
comp tickets, I like that.
We sat 7 rows up behind the third base side there, just past the camera box.
Did you yell at Murph for me?
I did yell at Murph. I was yelling obscenities. Murphy, hey, you former Met, POS, stuff like that.
That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for you to send him words of encouragement like, hey, Murph, Jacksonville, Murph, JU, Murph, the drill.
Every time he came to the plate, I was hollering Duval and 1010XL, drill, stuff like that. People around me were looking at me like I was an idiot.
Did he ever look at you?
No, never looked at me. And what in the hell is that he's wearing on his left hand on base? He was DH last night.
They all wear those sliding gloves that are long like that.
It's just one glove. He's just wearing it on his
I know there are a lot of people. There are a lot of them wearing that.
Yeah. He's Murph, man.
Which, by the way, I meant to bring that up. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know how those are legal.
Yeah.
I mean, you get like an extra 5 inches when you're sliding in head first, or they
just don't want you to break your thumb.
Yeah, but they're giving you credit for. I mean, why not put one to 4 feet long if it gets you to the base?
It's longer than your finger, so it gets you to the base
Have you
quicker.
seen them? They're like this long.
You're talking about the big glove
thing?
thing?
That they put on the one hand usually.
Yeah. Hey, Charlton,
tell a picture of that, man.
Charlton, what is?
Picture last night.
I know, but my God, you sent me so many pictures, Charlton. At some point,
Murphy's back to 300, by the way.
I know. What did you? Do you have a couple hits last night?
One.
He had 1 hit, 1 for 3.
Okay.
First time out, 4-pitch walk. Second time up, first pitch smash.
Oh yeah, he's got the sliding oven glove on. I see it. Yeah.
And then third time up, went down 0-2, fouled off a couple, and then took a K.
Oh, they got him
back to the dugout.
Who won that game?
11-6 Astros.
Yeah.
I will say this, Jeff. You're right about one thing. There's something different in baseball. That home run Gurriel hit last night was a pop fly.
Yeah, to right. Correa hit one that way, too. Just popped one up to right.
And they just keep going and going.
Gurriel's was to left. Now, I will say the one that Alvarez hit, 436, he drilled at the second deck in right field. That was a shot.
I'll tell you who hits him a mile, Hick, in Charlton is Acuna. That guy never hits a 338-foot homer. Every one of them's like 450. He hit one last night. You were in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
The center field, it goes all the way by the wall, up the grass, all the way up. He hit it over that.
Yeah, I saw 477 in Minnesota.
Was that Alonso?
Yeah.
I'm going to see what Acuna's was last night.
All right, Charlton, we love you, man. Thanks.
Go ball!
Yeah, there he goes. Charlton K. Gainey at a baseball game last night. Beef? There's nothing better.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
I don't know about you, Pross, but if I'm the Oakland Raiders, you walk into my facility, that thing is playing.
It's that guy. Looks
over
100.
and over and over.
He doesn't know who it is. He doesn't recognize you. Who can you count on?
Dang, man.
You got that beard going, my man Keith Catley. You got that beard going.
Dang.
Did you recognize him, Beef?
I think that's the first time I've ever seen Keith Catley.
Is it for real?
Yeah, we don't see Keith
all that much.
Yeah.
No, you go off in VIP with him, man.
Yeah, you're a Vipster. That's what you are.
That's true.
High society.
He has good. He has high taste.
Yes, that is the same.
The controversial shirt
from 2 weeks ago.
He's wearing the controversial shirt.
The Ocean Pacific.
It's an awesome shirt. Not Ocean Pacific. I'm not taking
Maui Jim.
The last thing that I will ever do, I'm going to give up on fashion when I start taking my fashion advice from you two. I love you guys.
I think I look great.
I love you. I know you do. I know
love my
you
look
do.
today.
But I mean, my man here has been wearing tennis shoes with his suit for 20 years.
Now everybody does it.
Ironically, it's the same
Everybody
shoes.
does.
Trendsetter. You know it.
Been wearing those
I can't
K-Swiss
find
since
Acuna's
1974.
distance last night. It's annoying me. He did hit one 463 4 days ago. Dang it. It wasn't 462 last night, however long it was.
Yeah. Wasn't a career high.
It was last night, though?
Yeah. What
Hold
was
on.
last night's
Hang
distance?
tight.
I mean, it was dead center, and it was like way the heck back there. I see yours, 474.
Mm-hmm.
The longest home run this year has been one 500-footer. Ian Desmond hit one 486. 486, man. Your boy Ian Happ hit one 474 a couple days ago, Beef.
Yeah. Well, the balls are juiced.
I'm just telling you, I've been seeing Braves hit, power hitters for the Braves, but this guy, Acuna, when he hits a baseball, it's like a long drive contest. The thing just doesn't. There's no, like I said, I don't think the guy's hit a 334-foot homer in his life. Everything's like 420 feet.
Yeah, no question.
Beef introduced us here to our handoff, and then get me Acuna's distance last night.
Now, the 2-minute drill, delivered by Moe's Southwest Grill.
Welcome to Moe's! At Moe's, our caterings come with a heaping side of peace of mind. Not to mention the free chips and salsa, delivery, and setup. Visit Moe'sCateringFL.com.
I mean, before we talk to Tony, he's on the same side of the table here as I am, so we're seeing the same TV. And right now,
super into this.
on the Ocho, they have what is basically ping pong played with a volleyball, and you can only use your head like a. Look at old man here, dude.
Jeff.
My guy here is like.
Hetty Potter taking
Look at
on
him.
Rolly the Butcher.
My man
right
is like
now.
60. Right. He's playing. Oh, that guy right there is so stoned right now, by the way.
Oh,
426.
That was it? 426?
426.
That's it, huh? Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't hit cheap ones.
No, he doesn't. Fat Tony is in. Jaguars Today is coming up next. What are you guys working on?
Yeah, we got the question of the day we're asking today is what second-year player for the Jags will make the biggest improvement from how they played during their rookie year? We have it up as a poll question. Taven Bryan, DJ Chark, Ronnie Harrison. if you think somebody else might fit that category, we'd love to know.
I'd like the answer to be all of them.
Yeah,
that would be good for the franchise.
It pretty much has to be if you want to be great.
Yeah.
Those kind of questions for the emerging teams, it ends up being 3-4 answers or guys. So.
Well, and Ronnie Harrison, we know is going to be the starting safety for this football team, right? And I think there are a lot of expectations for him. DJ Chark, kind of a slow offseason, it felt like for him a little bit, but the last week in training camp has been one of the names that you hear every day.
For sure.
He's making something happen every day. Now, can that translate to, you do want to see it translate to whatever time he's going to be on the field for the preseason games, and then we'll see. But if there's one guy in that wide receiver group that fits the mold of what a number one wide receiver in the league looks like, it's DJ Chark. Like, whether he ever lives up and plays to that potential, who knows? But look, they said they had him as a first-round grade. It's time to start showing it.
He looked
coming
good.
into year 2.
When he was at LSU, I liked the pick. I liked the pick in the second round when they got him. I remember him against Florida. They ran a lot of reverses and it was very effective. They got him the football that particular day in Gainesville. And and then you always sit there and think, well, those LSU receivers, in your head, you're like, Beckham didn't become Beckham till the NFL.
Yeah.
Landry didn't become Landry till the NFL.
I'm telling you, their quarterback issues have just killed them.
So you have that kind of hope for DJ
But
Chark.
even Beckham, those guys flashed more than Chark did at LSU, in fairness. I can remember Odell having to play in the swamp. And one of those when Florida and LSU were going back and forth in prime time.
Odell was still a guy that you were scared of.
The hell you do.
Yeah.
You want to bet?
Yeah, you don't remember that.
How about a 65-yard catch by Odell Beckham Jr. against the Gators on prime time on a Saturday night? I think that's the one we lost where your boy Les Miles tried the fake field goal over the back and it bounced right to the guy in perfect time.
Grass eater.
These guys, this is really impressive. This head. They're getting spin on it.
Yeah.
Like this is.
We should almost do a dime bet where if you lose, you got to play a game of that against someone.
Oh my God.
That would just give you a headache to no end, wouldn't it? The way you're jerking your neck and your head all around.
Yeah, they're spinning the ball.
Look at him go. It reminds me of like dead fish flopping around.
You should have let that one go. That was going out.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're going hard, man.
Little play-by-play of the.
We're watching Heady Ball. What
Heady
the
Ball.
hell? Look at that play. Oh, my God, man. These guys are unbelievable. In the world, dude. All right.
Good radio.
It's Jaguars Today. It's coming up next, and that'll do it for this edition of The Drill. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Listen to 92.5